The energy for this reading feels pretty intense, so please only stay if you feel called to stay. Listen to your intuition, your guidance. Don't ever feel like you have to resonate with a reading just because it comes across your For You page. Scrolling is free. You can do it at any time. But if you're here and you feel aligned to this energy, to this message, you are undergoing some massive transformation and rebirth. And I don't say that lightly because I feel like this is a collective who is used to this type of experience. I feel like you're somebody who has gone through so many transformations where you come out the other side in a completely new identity. You're almost unrecognizable by people who knew you in the past. And there is a lot coming through in this energy that has to do with your inner teenager, specifically the ages 14 to 17. There was some sort of significant shift that took place, or something that really like rooted down in your core and defined how you move through the world, how you act through the world. Okay, I'm picking up a lot of mother wounds for this collective. You may be a mother yourself, but specifically there is a wound around your relationship to your mother or the feminine side of your ancestry. This could be a grandmother as well, but something to do with like not feeling nurtured during very critical times in your life and experiencing a lot of disappointment, feeling misunderstood throughout your life as well. The month of April is also coming through very significant also. So this could be a significant birthday. There could have been something very significant that happened within the month of April. But it kind of set you on a new trajectory in your life. And the message coming through here is that you have been fighting, like honestly, like fighting demons throughout so much of your life. There is financial lessons, karmic struggles, relationship issues, constant conflict that you've had to overcome time and time again. And I do feel like what the message is that you are soon going to be gifting yourself something that's almost like a return to form, a return from something that was taken away from you. Okay, this feels like, again, this collective feels like with that kind of age range of 14 to 17, I feel like you had to mature very fast. You had to grow up very fast. Maybe you became a caretaker. I'm picking up like younger siblings for some of you. Or again, you just had something happen during that time where you had to grow up. You became very resilient. You became very strong. You didn't really get to be a kid is the energy. And I do feel like what's being gifted back to you is some of this youthfulness, this energy of play, this energy of being provided for, of getting to just like have fun and experience life. And I do feel like there is guidance here for you to implement more play in your life wherever you can right now. As you're going through this transformation, it's really critical for you to ground down into your current experience and find joy. Again, find play, find laughter, because I feel like if you tune into more of those frequencies, you're going to see your blessings really expedite towards you, because whatever is coming towards you at this time definitely has to do with your stability, definitely has to do with your finances. And again, I do sense that you have been undergoing lessons around holding money, lessons around financial stability throughout your life that again was started very young. Like I almost feel like you took on karmic lessons around money because of the way that your parents managed money or the way that you viewed money growing up. And those things are coming to a head at this time. And as you heal through those, which I do feel like you are successfully doing, as you continue to heal through these wounds, as you continue to heal through the wounds that are coming up for a lot of you, I do feel like, again, wounds around your teenage years seem to be really coming up at this time. Know it's for a reason. Know that they're coming up so that you can face them head on, recognize them, and implement and integrate that energy so that you can come out anew. Again, this transformation that's taking place is not for the faint of heart. I really feel like there is something that is transforming you into such a new version of yourself where, again, it's going to feel like you're having to reintroduce yourself to certain people. People who maybe haven't seen you in a long time are going to be shocked by the way that you present yourself, the way that you move, the blessings that are about to come into your life. But again, you spent a lot of your life feeling very misunderstood, feeling like an outcast. Okay, maybe black sheep of the family is resonant for a lot of you as well. And there's this energy coming through of like hyper independence in some ways, again, because you had to grow up so fast. But there's also this energy of like, because you've gotten so used to not relying on other people, you sort of took your situation that you've been in recently and were like, nobody else is going to do this for me. I'm going to have to do it for myself. And actually, in some ways, that's what's rewarding you. And you've started to lean further into your faith, further into your trust in the divine, while still taking actionable steps, while not just sitting there and praying and hoping and not doing anything and saying, God's got me. Okay, like for confirmation, I feel like I feel like there have been times recently where you actually didn't really hear God or divine or universe, and you started crying out, being like, oh, have you abandoned me? Have you left me out here to dry, essentially? But what I'm getting here in this message is that sometimes in the silence is where you find the clarity. Sometimes in not trying to figure things out, you actually end up figuring things out, like simply by living. Okay, that's what's coming through. Simply by just living your life. Like, in the spiritual journey, as you kind of come to recognition of, again, all of these lessons and all of this healing that's meant to do, there are times where it just needs to be life. It just needs to be the human experience. And I think you're kind of coming out of that phase right now where, again, it's gotten quiet. You've maybe been trying to like meditate, get answers, try to get a roadmap of where you're headed. And it's been like radio silent. Okay, I'm hearing like grasshoppers, crickets. Okay, crickets is what's coming through. I said grasshopper, so maybe that's significant for somebody. Okay, falling into some sort of balance where it's like, yes, you're following your intuition. Yes, you're listening to your inner guidance. It was just 555. Again, major transformation taking place here. But it's like, as you're kind of moving through this, you're finding the balance of relying on a higher power, relying on higher guidance, but then also like taking a step back sometimes. Okay, sometimes you just have to take a step back and do what feels good for me right now. What is my body telling me I want? What am I craving at this time, and kind of moving in that direction in a healthy way. But again, you have massive abundance, good news, stability, new structures, people who understand you too. Okay, community is going to be very significant. Soul family connections is very significant. So if you spent your whole life feeling like an outcast, not feeling understood, trust that you are being connected and magnetized to people who are going to see you, who are going to hold you and actually understand you. There's something about like being seen, being heard, being understood, being supported, being provided for after a time of, again, like kind of figuring it out throughout your entire life, flailing around sometimes throughout your journey, not knowing where you were going to end up, but yet somehow you were always caught. Somehow you always found some sort of footing, okay? And again, if you're in this position right now where you're like, oh, full trust fall, you have no idea where you're going to end up, I feel like the message here is that's exactly where you're supposed to be, because it's in that trust fall that you end up falling into the arms of the divine, and something comes up that you're just not even considering at this time, which is going to be the best possible situation. But again, if you're experiencing a lot of like upheaval, you're experiencing a lot of these teenager kind of wounds coming back up, know that by facing them, by confronting them, by working through them, shining light on them, holding them, okay, that's actually going to assist you in this transition where you're going to be able to gift your younger self more play, more fun, more experiences that you missed out on because you had to grow up so fast. And so again, like right now, as far as what you can do, I feel like take some time to just like do something. And I like already see the comments of, well, I don't have the money to do this. And if I had the money, if I had this now, if I had my blessings now, then I would do that. It's like, no, do what you can with what you have right now. Okay. Even if it's just playing a song that you love and dancing in your kitchen, playing a song that you love and dancing outside, like doing something fun, creative, okay, getting a coloring book, like whatever it is that works for you. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need a lot of resources. You have everything at your disposal. That's what's also coming through. It's like you have everything at your disposal. Trust that the rest is going to be provided. But you have to be able to hold what you currently have in order to attain more. And so, yes, you've had to be patient. Yes, you've put up a lot of fights. Yes, it's been a strenuous, very exhausting journey, but trust, babe, because the blessings that are coming into your life, the way that you are going to be supported in this next chapter, it's just going to be undeniable that you have always been blessed throughout this whole journey. And I'm sending you so much love.